is up, everybody? I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm gonna wait for some people to get on. Just want to make an announcement that we have some new news when it comes to our HRT, TRT portion of our website. That's actually at HRTfast.com. Okay. Before, I know we didn't have the actual prices up there just because we were trying to work around some legalities as far as how you handle medication, okay? Because when you're talking about medication, it's a whole different realm. It's not like talking about supplements, okay? Because obviously you fall into another category. You're not marketing supplements, you're marketing medications, and there's all kinds of bylaws and things you got to follow. But now we have the price list up on our website. And as you can see, it's very competitive. It's probably a hell of a lot cheaper than anywhere you're going to pay when you walk into a facility, and here's why, okay? When you do your HRT, TRT online, the medications themselves are relatively cheap, okay, in comparison to how much people pay, all right? And the reason why a lot of times places have to charge so much money is because they have a facility with overhead that they've got to keep up with, okay? Whenever you walk into a facility, someone's got to rent out that building, someone has to staff the building, all that costs money. And what happens is, unfortunately, the consumers end up having to pay for that by having higher prices. Whereas now, after we've had COVID and we've had a lot of people get used to doing things online with their phone, you can cut out a lot of the overhead costs, and what happens is the price of the actual products and the medications come down because you're cutting out a lot of the overhead costs. And in order to be competitive with a facility where you would walk in and get your TRT or your HRT, obviously there has got to be an incentive there. So if you're somebody who's been on HRT, TRT especially for a while, and you are looking to save money, I would definitely give our website a try, because I can tell you right now, in competition with a lot of the other places where you would walk into the facility, you're going to pay a hell of a lot less money. And obviously that's something you can apply those funds to other things, especially now with the way everything's getting more expensive. Clearly, it's been about 6 months, and I've noticed a pretty drastic increase, especially when it comes to things like cars. Hell, even supplements have gone up in price. So it's definitely a way to be able to keep up with the inflation. If you want to take part in an HRT, TRT program, that's going to be a hell of a lot cheaper. I would strongly recommend you guys check out our website. Hey brother, I love your products. Awesome, Steve. I'm glad you like our products, dude. I just wanted to make sure that we put out products that are definitely going to work. I want people to get their value and get their feel like they've invested in a company that's got their back, and I feel confident in doing that with the lineup that we currently have. Again, you can take these products in tandem with HRT and TRT. A lot of people do that. I can tell you right now, and as opposed to some of the oral compounds, I would hesitate to say that our stuff is going to be almost better if you factor in all the shitty ass side effects that a lot of these oral anabolic compounds have. I would recommend going with a pro hormone, but obviously you always want to make sure you've got testosterone thrown in the mix. That is something that is going to drastically affect your life and make your life a hell of a lot better, especially if you are deficient in it, okay? So just to give you guys the heads up, if you want to pay less money for your medications, your TRT, HRT, growth hormone, peptides, things of that nature, I would definitely recommend checking out AOMed and comparing our prices with who you're currently going with. I'm sure you're definitely going to be pleasantly surprised with how much money you can save, just because we don't have the overhead costs. Clearly, we don't have the overhead costs that a lot of these other facilities have. Plus, we don't put quite as much money into marketing as a lot of other companies do, because we like to rely on word of mouth. Because obviously, if there's a service that's kicking ass, a lot of times people like to talk about that, and naturally, by word of mouth, other people will talk about it, and the business will grow and thrive, just based on the I guess, the amount of effort that the people who are behind the business put into it. So it works as a side effect to have a kick-ass service and a kick-ass product. So that's usually how we like to do things. So if you guys are looking to get HRT, TRT at a discounted price legally, please check out our AO Med section. You'll get a one-on-one consultation with a doctor. You don't have to go there and wait in line. You don't have to wait in the doctor's office, and you don't have to pay out the ass. You can do it right on your phone for free, and then you can get your hands on the medications that I know you guys want, because let's face it, this day and age, pretty much the cat's out of the bag with the benefits of testosterone and growth hormone, especially if they're taken under a doctor's care. I also want to remind you guys that you don't even need blood work unless you're taking part in the hormone section. Like if you are looking for finasteride, if you're looking for Adipex or something like that, you don't even need blood work for that. You can do that with just a doctor's consultation. Whereas if you are trying to take part in a hormone replacement therapy, you will need blood work. I've recently had my testosterone tested. Do you know they will use it instead of theirs? I have recently have my testosterone. Do you know they will use it instead of theirs? I'm not really sure what you're asking. I mean, if you've had your testosterone tested, the testosterone that you're buying or the testosterone that's actually in your body, I'm kind of confused with what you're asking there. But if it's the testosterone that's in your body, obviously that will be tested with blood work, and that's how they're going to determine exactly where you're at. And I can tell you right now, these doctors specialize in hormone replacement therapy. They definitely are going to be able to point you in the right direction. Don't think, oh well, I don't know if they'll give it to me. These doctors, they specialize in this, okay? Whereas a lot of times, if you go and ask your general practitioner if he'll prescribe you testosterone, they're going to be a little more hesitant on that because that's not what they specialize in. You don't want to have an eye doctor, do a root canal on you the same way. A lot of times if people think if someone's a doctor, they automatically know everything about everything. They don't. These doctors specialize in hormone replacement therapy, and they're going to be able to get you the proper medications that you want, but you do have to go through the consultation and everything like that. So I hope you guys are having if you're doing every 14 days, how long should you wait to get the blood work done? Believe it or not, bro, that stuff's out of your system relatively quickly. I'd say about 14 days, because what happens is the half-life of those products, it shoots down fairly quick. But I would say if you go about 14 days, 10, 14 days, you should be good to go, and you'll be in a deficit for sure. Hey, brother, I love your products. They are top-notch. So awesome. Steve, I'm glad you like my products. I can tell you right now, we always do our best to make sure you, A, have a one-on-one relationship with the owner, me, and B, make sure that you have products that kick ass, because obviously if you're going to invest in a company, I want to make damn sure that you guys get the results that you want. Again, I cannot emphasize this enough. If you do stack our stuff with testosterone, it is definitely going to give you another notch up than if you do not take testosterone with it. It will work definitely if you're someone who's never taken a product before, but if you take testosterone with our products, it's really going to increase it. And the awesome thing is that our products don't jack up your liver or fuck up your thyroid like a lot of the other compounds can. So it's kind of like a win-win. So the good rule of thumb that I give is you get about anabolic outlaws. Awesome, John. I'm so happy that you also enjoy our products, bro. Thank you very much for that shout out. Always great videos. Awesome, dude. Yeah, I try to do my best to keep it real. I want to make sure that you guys are getting the down and dirty, because obviously there's a lot of people out there that like to bullshit. I've been doing this for 9 years. And like I said, I love having that one-on-one relationship with the people that are investing in the company. And I'm telling you guys right now, if you have not checked out AO Med, all you got to do is fill out that HIPAA form, which is the same like when you go to the dentist, you go to the eye doctor. They always got to ask the same questions. Make sure you fill out those forms, okay? Make sure that, there's no commitment or anything like that. At least get to the point where you can get in front of that doctor on your phone and find out exactly what they can do for you, because when you see the prices, you're going to notice that it's probably less money than you're paying to the guy with the purple fanny pack at the gym. You know what I mean? Ronnie, I'll be Thursday all the way from you guys. Products are awesome. Awesome, dude. I am so awesome. Are you coming into the store? That would be awesome, dude. I'll be here. Like, I'm here every day. So definitely let us know if you're coming all the way from Tennessee. That's crazy, dude. That's awesome. It's pretty friggin' hot. It's rainy today, but it has been exceptionally hot this year, I guess, because we don't really have much of a spring. It goes right into summer. But I will say this, I'm super excited to meet anybody who wants to come here from the fan page. I'll hook you up with a free shirt, get you some samples, and we'll definitely take some pictures and things like that, because I am here for you guys 24/7, all right? Yeah, just in closing, I just want to let you guys know, if you do take testosterone, my opinion is don't ever come off. Just do like a maintenance. I'd say, especially if you're over 35, just do a light maintenance, and basically, you know, there's no need to come off if you're not doing an insane amount of testosterone. Okay, if you're keeping it under 500 milligrams a week, you don't need to come off of that shit. That's my personal opinion. Again, I'm not a doctor, but I will say, you know, from my experience, because you will definitely, when you start swinging all over the place with your hormones, and sometimes, you know, Clomid and HCG, that shit doesn't work as well as it needs to be. Because if you think about it, if you're going through a really high amount of testosterone, and then you go to nothing, you're going to be hurting. Yes, pumped, come to the store. Awesome, Ronnie, sweet. Can I stay on Deca or cycle? Deca, that one I would cycle. That's a progesterone. That one works your progesterone end. I would definitely cycle that one, but the testosterone you can stay on all year long, okay? The Deca I would cycle, just because there's a thing called prolactin that could potentially build up in your system. And for only that reason, because it's relatively mild on the liver, but you don't want your prolactin levels to build up too high. So I would say, yes, cycle off Deca. Again, if you're gonna do a norangelone, I would recommend you do NPP, and that is another product that you can get from AOMed. I just want to make you guys aware of that. You can get NPP, norangelone polypropionate. It is the short-acting ester norangelone that has less side effects, and in my opinion, it's a good alternative to trenbolone, just because it does not come with near the amount of side effects, but it gives similar results. I'd say NPP gives about 75% of what you would get from a trenbolone, a mild to moderate trenbolone cycle, without the, you know, the cough, without the fever and all that shit. So if you haven't tried it yet, try out NPP. But yes, I do recommend you cycle on and off that product. But what you can do is you can take that one away. If you're still on testosterone, your body's not going to crash like it would if you just went to nothing, okay? So I hope that answers your question. Again, another product, a lot of our pro-hormone products also are derivatives of norangelone. So you could also take one of those products that's basically a precursor to the norangelone compound, and that will also be able to help you get some anabolic gains that way too. I'm just throwing that out there. But a lot of this stuff, you know, you can mix and match, and you can basically do your own experimenting on your own, and just find out what works best for you. Can I stay on Deca? All right. So if there's any more questions, please feel free to contact us anytime. I'd love to talk to anybody who's watching this, or if anybody who's invested in the company. I'm always here for you guys if you have any issues. I just want to let you guys know it's Tuesday. Hope you guys have a kick-ass week. And check out AOMed. The prices are up on the website below. And see if it's something that you might be interested in that might benefit you. All right? Hope you guys have an awesome Tuesday.